I have zero knee pain.
So my back pain is gone.
I could remember it. And that was so amazing.
I have the arthritis and my back is gone. I don't have no more bursitis in my knees.
My anxiety is gone.
The depression is gone.
And since I've gone carnivore, I have no more gray hair.
After 6 weeks or so, I just woke up one morning and I felt incredible.
My gums stopped bleeding like everyone talks about.
In less than a week on carnivore, his elbow pain was gone.
Heartburn's gone. My knee pain is completely gone.
Joint pain in my wrist gone.
A month in and all of my symptoms for the gastritis had gone.
I just would get like this exhaustion that was unreal. And yeah, that's gone away.
That was another thing I noticed within the first week was my acne was gone and my skin had finally cleared up.
And it turned out that my tumor was gone.
All the pain is gone. All of it.
You know, skin tags I had on my eyes or on my neck here, they all gone.
Is not on metformin. His type 2 diabetes is gone. We just had his labs drawn. His labs are absolutely perfect.
Lo and behold, 2 days after starting carnivore, my fibromyalgia was gone. I had no pain.
I would say 1 to 2 months, my pain was gone.
I woke up one morning, went to bed that night with still these aches and pains, woke up the next morning. It was all gone.
And it took me a few seconds to realize and to wake up properly and to realize that my bladder pain is gone.
After 2 weeks, I realized that my eczema is gone.
The clicking's gone, my knees are better, I can kneel anywhere and I don't have any problems, which is really amazing.
My anxiety is almost gone. In fact, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now with you at all.
The glaucoma's gone.
Within a few weeks, the pain from my hips was pretty well gone.
I think about the 5th or 6th day in, the arthritis pain had gone.
When I went on the carnivore, I would say 90% of my pain is gone.
The weight loss was a bonus. The arthritis being gone was the big plus.
Weekends ago, I was able to go walk the dog with my daughter and see her face for the first time. And it's definitely been 5 to 7 years.
Inflammation was gone, brain fog was gone, depression and anxiety and snoring and sleep apnea, as well as all the pounds, which totaled 75 pounds.
I used to have to wear larges, and now I'm down to mediums, and those are starting to get baggy.
The freedom of being emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy. And it's because of how I choose to eat.
For the first time in 6 years, I'm under 300 pounds again.
No more sleep apnea. My husband says, you don't even snore anymore. I have to check you to make sure you're breathing.
You know, it's gone. You know, my skin tags are gone. My knee patches, my elbow patches, my nasal congestion, which was a debilitating issue.
And then as my energy levels increased and I hit that moment where my depression just disappeared. I had never, ever in my adult life thought that I would reach that point again of just feeling like that weight was lifted off my mind. And then the pain started going with it.
I don't snore anymore, or so my wife tells me, which is fantastic. I don't have any pain, back pain, knee pain. You know, that's inflammation. That's gone.
About 5 weeks in, we both lost a lot of weight very quickly.
My blood pressure has gone down. My heart condition is getting better.
Climbing up accommodation ladders all over a ship, up and down ladders into cargo cranes. It's an active job, and I'm thriving in it. I'm just loving it.
And that's an interesting thing to say, coming from someone who had hip arthritis and was feeling tired all the time.
Gone, just like that.
And he emailed me a couple days later, and he said, according to your blood work, you don't have rheumatoid arthritis anymore.
I mean, my blood pressure began to improve right away, but it took a while. My gout was really one of the last things that kind of resolved. But yeah, today I have none of those issues.
I feel better now than I did when I was 30.
and my right hand, there was actually almost no tremor, and my left hand has improved drastically. I couldn't use it. It was just during a mass. My left hand was just for the aesthetics, you know. I could say that I couldn't really use it, but actually after a couple of improvements, I started to use my left hand in day-to-day life.
If all those things come to pass in a year, I'll be on that diet the day after I see you. So I'm hoping he's true to his word because I weaned myself off the statins. I weaned myself off my blood pressure medication. Previously stated the acid reflux medicine went. So any prescription medications I am off of.
My hands were absolutely horrible. I couldn't make a fist at all. I could barely close it like this. They just killed me. And that all went away.
That's all you're eating is meat, ham, and turkey. That's it. All that other good food here, and I'm like, yeah, that's all I'm eating. And then I got up and opened my pants, undid my belt, which I still haven't bought new pants yet, Dave. So I opened up my belt and showed her. I'm like, look, I've lost 5 inches off of my waistline.
And it seems distant now, and my previous life, which I thought would only ever get worse, and I thought it would only ever get worse. It just all went. It all went, and it's stayed gone.
I know exactly what's going on with my diabetes. It's completely gone. Has been for a long, long time.
And people started noticing I was losing a bit of weight and asking me how I was doing it.
I would have this twitch in my eye. It was right here. And out of nowhere, it would just start up. And my wife would be sitting there laughing at me, like, what's going on with your face? I'm like, I have no idea. It was just, and it was the weirdest thing because it would eventually move and it'd start closing my eye. And she's like, are you stressed? And I'm like, yeah, but I've gotten over all of my stress. All of the stress that I have these days is normal. It's, I'm used to it. And that's gone.
There's so many other benefits from this lifestyle other than just weight loss. And as I touched upon, I'd lost 53 pounds in the first 3 months, which got me down to the sort of target area I wanted to be at. And I may have gone down a few and bits and pieces on there, but I'd plateaued out, and I'd plateaued out all the way through to Christmas. And I was happy. I was at a weight I wanted to be at, and I was thinking, so weight almost became secondary, if not third, in my interest. It was the health benefits and my mind being so active.
And all of a sudden I went, what the hell is going on here? Where's my psoriasis gone? I checked my elbows and, keep saying the same thing. This is just crazy. So, and as I say, it's never come back.
The effects just started feeling more like, whoa, man, this is really getting good. Like I'm feeling like I'm 20 years younger. I can move around. I'm not waking up with headaches anymore. It's not taking me a super long time to go to the bathroom anymore. Like IBS was gone, joint pain was gone, lower back pain started disappearing. My shoulder, my rotator cuff that I thought I'd messed up like 10 years ago, I have no pain at all in my shoulder now. It only took 51 days to get back to the gym.
I thought, right, I'll give it a go. I'll just go this way. Give it a month. What's the worst that can happen? And at the end of that month, when I'm going, I need to buy new pants.
6 months down the track, I find the joint pain hasn't come back. I've put on an incredible amount of muscle. My body has gone, it's sort of found a weight and it just stays there now. And I'm pretty much the same weight I was in my 20s now.
And the anxiety problems that I did have and just thought was a part of who I was have lifted, at least to a significant extent.
On the outward side, I've lost 36 pounds, which was shocking that it just came off really quickly, actually. I had arthritis in one finger and my shoulder. And that pain has gone away.
I had tingling down the front of my thigh when I was pretty much every time unless I was walking, I was moving. So if I was sitting, if I was lying in bed, if I was just standing, not moving, that tingling, and it was over time, over the years, got gradually worse and worse, and I was a bit worried about that, to be honest. That's gone completely.
My thyroid has balanced out considerably. It still is not perfect, but I've been able to go off all but one of my medications.
You can definitely reverse your type 2 diabetes. If you're type 1, you can have great control over it. And you can maybe even reverse some of your complications that you might have already developed. Dave, I had beginning stages of neuropathy in my feet, which I didn't know what that was when I had it at the time. I was having the tingling and numbness feeling in my feet. And I would say by December, January, that was gone.
Then my pain, quite gradually decreased. So yeah, it's 95% better.
I've had severe lower back pain for 20 or 30 years. There are times where I could just barely walk. And that's completely gone within about 5 months. 5 months of starting Carnivore.
But yeah, it was I think it was a matter of a few weeks and my hip started feeling better.
But these things happen to other people. I didn't expect it to happen to me. And I can remember, in my mind, I think it's days after I started Carnivore. It might have been a week. It may have been a bit longer, but in my mind, almost immediately, I got up from the sofa and it had all gone. And staggering. Even now, but then for weeks and months afterwards, I used to get up and down from the sofa just for the joy of getting up and down from the sofa. And every time I kind of can't believe it. If I stood up now, no pain there, I think, it's amazing. And literally nothing.
I saw my mental health get better in that 8 months. I came off the SSRIs, like I said, lost a ton of weight, IBS almost gone.
So now I sleep better. And my focus is really good. I have mental clarity. My creativity is very strong. And I feel happy most of the time, feel very calm. And I notice my muscles are stronger too.
So dandruff has gone immediately. Bleeding gums, I've had that for years. As long as I can remember, they're gone. No iritis flare up, the ankylosing spondylitis, the hips, all that stuff, it's all gone. Chest pains are gone. And my mood has improved a lot.
My neuropathy of the feet, that's gone. My clarity of mind is back.
I've lost 60 pounds in about 4 months. And it actually, as of today, I am at the same weight I was when I did my first initial weight loss with that paleo coach plan. So as of today, I hit that, and hopefully tomorrow I will surpass it because I'm still losing weight. I'm still going.
And the ankylosing spondylitis, if people touched me, my doctor poked my back once, and just a reflex, I elbowed him in the stomach because it was like, don't touch me there, and now it's gone. It's all gone. I had these, they call them beans. They're just like some sort of hard little nodule in the low back, and they're all gone. I don't have joint pain anymore.
But all of a sudden, I feel like I was when I was 22. I feel absolutely amazing. I cannot believe the difference.
Feeling really good. It's so nice to be able to answer that question when people say, how are you doing? You go, I'm actually really great, and really mean it. Sometimes we say, how are you? Someone says, how are you? And you go, yeah, good, thanks. How are you? It's that stock standard response. No, I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. Yeah, life is good.
But within 1 year's time, exactly, the fatty liver disease was completely gone. And my follow-up ultrasound at the time, not only did it show that the fat had been removed from my liver. The fibrosis, there's no sign of fibrosis.
You know, initially I lost weight pretty fast. Now at 101 days, I'm down 50 pounds, which I've never done in my life.
So arthritis has gone. You see, I can do this now, which I couldn't do. I couldn't do buttons up. I couldn't take lids off things.
I definitely have more mental clarity. When I, the pain in my joints is gone, and I need my wrists and my hands because I draw blood. I'm a phlebotomist, so I'm poking people all day long. So it's repetitive movements. That's pretty important.
The pain's gone. That's my everything. My mind's like just clear.
Sleep apnea has gone. Heartburn has gone.
I started being carnivore in April 2022. In end of May, June that year, my rash was gone. I wasn't itchy anymore. That was completely gone again. So I thought, well, okay, it is working. I'm feeling lean. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling amazing. I'm not getting the pain as much as I usually do. Like I'm not feeling the joint pain.
But I started this carnivore diet on March 1st. And in 2 days, my arthritis went away in my elbow. And in 2 weeks, I could lift my arm overhead. And now it's the 22nd and I can go like this with almost no pain.
And I don't have the joint pain that I had. My hair grows like a weed. I mean, it's just, and I don't have any gray hair.
My blood pressure has always been really high. And I tested it recently and it was 165/98. Now, for those who don't know, that's extraordinarily high. It should be somewhere around 120/80 or less. So we got a cuff, to test this. And just in the first 3 weeks of carnivore, it was down to below 120/80.
And my, depression is gone. I'm happy every day now. It's an incredible feeling.
So I kid you not, like 2 days, not even 2 days, this pain was completely gone and it has not returned in 2 months. I mean, completely pain-free.
You've been on it 5 months.
Yeah.
And for people that are living with conditions like MS, if a doctor said, take this drug and in 5 months, majority of your symptoms will be gone, that would be a blockbuster selling drug, right?
And they don't have that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, like, how long was it before you started to really notice, okay, well, things are getting better? Like with your balance,
2 months.
things like that. 2 months.
2 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just improving more and more every month. Something else is like, I sometimes feel little twitches, certain little things. And I'm like, I have a feeling it's repairing. It's repairing itself.
Because I always have really bad ankle and arthritis, and that's completely gone. All that joint pain is completely gone. I could not close my hands because of the nature of what I do with polishing and everything. I couldn't close my hands for years. Now I can make complete fists.
Well, there's not many people that talk about it in the carnivore space, about how it cures urinary bladder issues and irritation and cystitis and things like that. And I said, let me try it. What's the worst that could happen? Let me try. And then when I tried it, within 2 weeks, 80% of my symptoms were gone.
I'm perimenopausal, and so my hormones are great. My thyroid condition has stabilized.
And from that point on until now, I've been doing the carnivore. And like I told you, from 713 pounds down now to 254 pounds.
My back pain is gone. I haven't had my back block in 3 years.
And then next thing you know, I'm going along like I'm basically pain-free. I'm like a regular person now.
My left shoulder, I could not lift above that angle. Now,
what's your weight now? You've gone from 435 pounds to what now?
So right now,
I'm sitting at 258 pounds.
And I used to wake up every morning, my right foot especially, but my left foot too. I would walk like an old grandpa, like almost, hobbling to the bathroom every morning when my alarm goes off. Feet pain were gone in 1.5 weeks.
It's not very ladylike to talk about, but I had the acid reflux that was really bad, and I was taking omeprazole for that. And I can tell you that went away within the first 30 days.
One of the biggest thrills was yesterday. I want to mention this to lead into Rena's story, because yesterday my wife decided to go for a walk on our lane, and it's fairly level. And she took out her 4-legged cane to walk with, and then decided, I don't really need this. So she started carrying it. And then she thought, I feel really good. So she walked back toward the garage, set the cane down, and began walking down the lane without any assistance. Now, this is the first time in 7 years.
I quit all of my medications because my blood pressure stabilized at about 124 over 86, 87, something like that. And I quit all the medications. I just quit it. And now my 30-day average is 123 over 82, something like that, is my blood pressure. I don't have any pains. My energy is wonderful.
Less than 2 weeks, like on day 11 in my little journal here, my aches and chronic pain in my hips, thighs, knees, ankles, all gone from eating meat.
Well, I just did another A1C a few weeks ago, and now it is, I think, 5.6, whatever the measurement is that gets you out of pre-diabetic range and into not diabetic range. So I just made that too.
The primary focus of my channel is getting the word out there about the carnivore diet and helping people to understand that if they are carnivore or keto, then they are going to have good results, that they are going to improve their health, that they are potentially going to be able to reverse their diabetes or reverse those autoimmune conditions they've been living with their whole lives. And so I want to put a call out there, and I want to ask if you have had any kind of good results on carnivore. Can you please contact me? I'll leave my email address below. Can you please contact me, and can you come on the channel and do an interview? Now, the important thing is here, I am not asking for people who necessarily have lost half their body weight and reversed their diabetes and done 100 other things that make them like superhuman. Of course, I'm happy to interview you if that's the case. Even if you're doing the carnivore diet, you're doing ketovore, and you've lost a little bit of weight, but you're feeling so much better, you've got rid of the brain fog, or you've reversed some condition that you've had to put up with your whole life, whatever it is, even if it's a tiny little improvement, I want you to contact me and I want you to come on the channel. Because if it's always the story about how someone has lost so many pounds and reversed so many conditions and lost everything, that's great, but there have to be a variety of stories. There has to be a story about everyone. There has to be a story that everyone can relate to, because that's what's going to bring more people into the fold. That's what's going to bring more people into carnivore. That's what's going to make people understand that this is possible for everyone to do. So not every story needs to be a blockbuster. Every story needs to be relatable. And that's what you have, regardless what results you've achieved to date. And so I would love to hear from you, and I would love to feature you on the channel. So that's my request. If you've been on carnivore, keto for any length of time and you've seen positive results, please reach out to me at the email address I'm going to leave in the description and let me know when you are available, and I want to feature you on the channel because it's important to get everyone's story out there. The more stories we get out there, the better, the more chance we have of growing this movement. Thank you so much for watching this short video to the end. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.